All right, guys, so this is the visceral reflex. This is how this works. So let's take the GI tract, for example. Okay, this is autonomically regulated, autonomically controlled, meaning we don't voluntarily control this. So this is where the visceral reflex comes into play. So we have our visceral sensory neuron that's going to come and it's going to detect whatever is going on in here. It's going to come through the dorsal root ganglion, right there, through dorsal root, through the dorsal horn, and it's going to synapse in the lateral horn. Okay, that's where lower motor visceral motor neurons are located. Then we synapse with a preganglionic neuron that's going to come out, still going to come out the ventral root. It's going to come and synapse with autonomic ganglion, okay, in the peripheral nervous system. And then we synapse with the postganglionic neuron, and then we finally get to the GI tract. Now it depends, the length of the preganglionic and postganglionic neurons, that all depends on which system you're in. If you're in the parasympathetic nervous system, you have a longer preganglionic neuron and a shorter postganglionic neuron. If you're in the sympathetic nervous system, you have a shorter preganglionic neuron and a very long postganglionic neuron. So just to compare the visceral reflex with the somatic reflex, the somatic one, you're going to start in skeletal muscle, okay? Sensory neurons are going to bring the information through dorsal root ganglion, through dorsal root, through the dorsal horn, and then you're going to synapse in the ventral horn, okay? So in a visceral reflex, you synapse in the lateral horn, but in the somatic one, you synapse in the ventral horn, because that's where somatic lower motor neuron cell bodies are. And the lateral horn is where visceral lower motor neuron cell bodies are. So you synapse, come out the ventral root, and then synapse with the effector, in this case it would be skeletal muscle, to do voluntary movement.